bit about my organization. Those of you who may not have heard about RELC, so you can use your phone, scan that code, it will take you to the website, and it will give you lots of information about what we do at Senior RELC. So basically, we are an organization that dedicates itself to the improvement and development of language education in the Southeast Asian region. Okay, so if you would, yes, it's moving. Okay, done. Thank you. Excellent. Okay. Also, we have our own journal, and this was established in 1970. It's a Q1 Scopus index journal, and it's also a journal that is indexed in the social science citations indexed with an impact factor of 3.0. Okay, so if you want to know more about this journal, you can scan the QR code. Earlier I showed you, you can find lots of information on the website. Okay, and also a little bit what we do, because as I said, our mission is to promote international cooperations among language professionals and also to develop language education in the region. So we offer a lot of courses, professional development courses for English language teachers, in-service teachers, okay? Not pre-service teachers, because it's only 3 weeks, really, mostly. But then we also have the postgraduate diploma of applied linguistics and MA TESOL. So that's basically the main, one of the main businesses of RELC, okay? In order to help achieve the mission. So my talk today is really to talk about the generative AI, okay? The artificial intelligence, things like ChatGPT. And as we know that ChatGPT has sort of received mixed responses, yeah? It's the good, the bad, or the ugly, okay? So, I'm going to be talking about like how we respond to the surge in the generative AI and advancements, okay? So these advancement and its popularity have received mixed responses. So you can see from the slide here, if it comes out, no, it's not. Generative AI has these benefits, okay? And this was based on an article from the Nature published in 2023, so it's the latest results, okay? So as you can see, at the very top, it helps researchers, especially those whose English is not their first language, it helps them write better. Yeah? And then there are also many other benefits as well of generative AI. Well, wasn't always well received, and we know this guy. Yeah? Noam Chomsky, a linguist, well, was, but now a politician. So he didn't, or maybe he still does not like ChatGPT. He thinks it's a high-tech plagiarism. It's a way for us to avoid learning. Okay? So he doesn't really believe in it. In Singapore, also we have some kind of mixed responses as well. So as you can see from that article there, so there's a forum, getting educators to talk about ChatGPT, and one of the issues that they've raised is there's a lack of trust. When you get students to use ChatGPT, how do you know that the final product that they produce, that's their own original work? Did they use ChatGPT to help them write, or did they use ChatGPT to help them, not to help them write, but as in like to prompt? Also, some parents are pretty much against it. So some teachers will have to seek parental consent so that they can use this in the classrooms. Okay? But, on the other hand, some teachers believe that, look, ChatGPT, generative AI, you can't avoid it. It's inevitable. It's out there. If you can't beat the enemy, join them and see what sort of benefits it can give you. Okay? So these are some of the testimonials from teachers. They use ChatGPT to teach writing, and apparently it sort of sharpens the students' art vocabulary. Okay? This is not English class, but it's an art class. Okay? And in English class, ChatGPT is being used in a debate classrooms, in a debate lesson, where it becomes an opponent. So you present your arguments, we write to ChatGPT, it will generate counter arguments, and you have to argue back. Okay? So basically, you make good use of technology. So RELC, where do we stand? We are pretty much in the latter group. We believe that we've got to use it because calculator was first introduced, when it was first introduced to education, there were many similar discussions. People hated it. It was banned from the classrooms, but calculator now is actually being used, and it helps someone like me who is mathematically challenged. Okay? I didn't know how to count, sorry. So calculator helps. So how do we do that in classrooms, in our organization? So often we make it very clear at the beginning of the course, we have an induction, how ChatGPT is to be used, and how it's being sort of seen at a policy level and in teaching. Okay? So at a policy level, you can see that in our assignments guidelines, we have this big chunk of code saying that you can use ChatGPT, you can use generative AI in your assignments, but this policy is formulated on the basis of two principles, transparency and judiciousness, meaning that you need to make it very clear in your assignment, you need to submit as an appendix, what AI tools did you use, how were they used, what contents were generated, what prompts did you use, and how is such content incorporated? And they also need to know how to cite when they use ChatGPT or when they use the generative AI. So there's a proper citation rules or guidelines that they need to follow. That's one. Two, because they are teachers, language teachers, and because we're aware that AI is inevitable, we get our students to sign up for micro courses on AI literacy so that our teachers are AI literate. And these courses are offered by AI Singapore. So I'll show you some of the courses if my clicker is working. Okay? So these are some of the courses, very short courses, and you can scan that QR code. It will take you to the web page. And these courses are very short, as in like 5 hours or 2 hours, and you can get a certificate upon completion to certify that you are AI literate. Okay? So we got our students to do that, and so some of these courses, it doesn't just teach you how to use technology, but it also teaches you the ethical side of things. So you need to learn to be judicious in your use of technology. In teaching, we get our students we do see our teachers on a regular basis where they will need to produce their own drafts and the one where they use ChatGPT to help, okay? The ChatGPT generated ones, okay? How do they sort of adapt it? So we see the students one by one, and where they produce the draft, the rough draft, and the one helped by the generative AI. They need to talk to us. What did I do with it? In classrooms, we get our students, actually we use ChatGPT also in a classroom to train teachers. So I wanted to show this little picture. So recently we were asked to train the Gurkhas, okay, who were based in Singapore, and they were learning how to become English teachers. Fascinating. So in our pronunciation class, this is a pronunciation pedagogy for the Gurkhas. Sorry if I misspell it, please, my apologies. So we got ChatGPT because I'm not aware of the sort of difficulties that Nepalese speakers may have in terms of pronunciation. So I got ChatGPT to generate something. Okay, what are the sounds of English that Nepalese speakers find it difficult to pronounce? And then after that, we get them to evaluate. Okay. So lastly, the last slide, I promise. These are some of the challenges that we are still facing and we are still working very hard on. For individual consultations, it's possible if you have 10, but it's a nightmare if you have 20 or more, because there's no way we can read 20 assignments where they are sort of being shown. And the last one is not everyone is digitally competent or digitally passionate. Hence, we have been trying to encourage our teachers to sign up for the micro courses on AI literacy. So in conclusion, if I may sort of show, in order for practices to be sustainable, you need to have this triangle. You need to have a policy that supports it. You need to have the teaching, the courses that inspire you to learn how to use AI literacy, and also you need to have the resources. So teacher trainers like us, we need to know some of the resources to help our teachers. So thank you very much for your attention. I will pass the mic to the next presenter.